Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is Mr. P. Today I'll actually just be showing you how you can actually make your first 10k bucks from the markets just like that. Right now, guys, the thing is this, right? Usually you watch some videos and you actually see someone making like 5k, 10k, 20, 30, 40k. Right now, usually you just reason, oh no, how is this? Maybe it's just luck, right? Maybe it's not even real or things like that. And so now the person shows you, well, this stuff is actually real, and you're like, maybe it's still not real. And then the person withdraws from the account and shows you, and you're like, oh, maybe it's still not real. Now, guys, the thing is this, right? Now there are actually systems to doing every single thing, right? There are actually systems. Now, when you actually want to structure a building, when you actually want to build a house, right? There are actually structures. There are actually ways in which building engineers actually do it, right? So they can decide to build this particular structure today, right? They can decide to erect a particular structure, and then you call them and be like, please, I want this exact thing, this exact structure at this other location. And then the engineer says, well, it's okay. You just have to tell me when you want it, and then that's it. And so the engineer goes forward and then erects same structure again. So the engineer can keep erecting that structure for as long as you want, right? Repeatedly, just like that, right? It simply means that the engineer actually understands what he's doing, right? The building contractor actually understands what he's doing, things like that. So in every single field, right? That's just an example. In every single field, they are actually what they claim, they are actually specific plan, or they are actually specific systems in which you actually use to achieve some certain things, right? So just delete that stuff out of your mind that is luck, right? It's not luck, right? So there are actually some systems in which you actually need to know, right? In which you follow, and then you get consistent results just like that. And that's exactly what I'll just be telling you in this video, just like that, guys. So now, there are actually some things you need to note first, right? There are actually some things you need to note. So number one is this: you need to actually have a specific plan, right? You need to have a specific plan. Now, it doesn't matter what your capital is, what the amount of your capital, you need to have a specific plan. Now, I will tell you what the plan is right now. You need to have a particular, what do you call it now, trading strategy, right? Now, that's number one part of the plan. Number two, you need to have a particular risk management ratio, right? Now, that's actually number two. Now, these particular stops are actually very important, right? Actually very important. Now, the third one, which is extremely important also, you need to have a timing, right? So you need to know when to trade and when not to trade, because the market won't be favorable to you every day, right? It doesn't work that way, right? So you need to understand all of these particular stuff, right? So you take note of the amount of your capital first of all, so that you work with that on a particular strategy, right? And then you follow your normal risk management, and then you know what time to trade and what time not to actually take trades. Right now, the thing is this: in mastering a particular system, when you are actually working with what do you call it now? When you're actually working with your risk management, right? When you're working with your risk management, or when you're actually working with your the time you should actually take your trades, especially just like that, or when you're actually trying to discover the strategy. Now, what you should do is this: you actually learn the basics, right? You learn the basics, right? You learn the basics. Now you can decide to meet a mentor or something, or learn it yourself, or anyhow, any way you want it, right? But just learn the basics. Now, this is what you should do with the basics. Practice the basics all the time, over and over again. Keep practicing these basics over and over again. So if you actually learned about trend line, right? You learned about trend line. Well, it's actually so basic, right? It's part of the basics. So keep practicing that trend line. Practice the trend line. Just keep practicing and just keep practicing the trend line until you are extremely good at that trend line, right? So just keep practicing it until you are very, very good at that trend line. Now, after that, you go and then you study about candlestick structures and things like that. Or if you prefer using indicators, you go and study about how these indicators actually work, right? And then you keep using them, and then you master all of those basics just like that. Right now, you keep trading it. Now, the thing is this: always open your demo. When you're actually trying to master the system, always open your demo and always trade there. Right now, there are two ways to trading. Number one is actually learning very fast, right? You try learning it very fast. Or you try learning it very slow, right? You want to go it very slowly. Right now, I always advise the second option. Go about it, learn it slowly, not very fast, right? Because the thing is this, if you want to learn everything once, right? Want to learn everything once, you feel you know everything. At the end of the day, if you try going into the market like that, you are just going to lose your cash like that, and you just get discouraged and you actually just quit, right? So you don't want that. So what you actually want is this: you actually want to learn slowly, because in the world of trading, the world of forex, right? Slow is actually the fastest way, right? Being slow is actually extremely fast, right? Because when you're actually going slowly like that, you are not trying to go and deposit in your account yet, right? In your real account, you are trying to just go gradually first, right? To give yourself like a month to just keep practicing on your demo, right? You're just studying and just practicing on your demo, making it faster. You can go for a mentor of your choice. You just make it faster that way, right? And after that, you are just working with your demo and just going like that. Now, after that, you should discover that you are not gaining mastery in terms of a system. Now you are not having a system. Now, after having the system, then you go into the risk management. Right now, you are not like, okay, now I have my system. This is how my system works. I buy at this place, I place my take profit at this place, I place my stop loss at this place. And now, how do I know exactly the amount of take profit I'm willing to make from this stuff? And how do I know the amount of stop loss I'm willing to lose at the spot? Right now, that's when the risk management comes in, because if your stop loss is too bad, it means you are going to lose your capital, right? And if your take profit is too high, it means that it might not hit it, and it might go back and hit your stop loss, right? Or if your take profit is too low, it means that it might go and then hit your take profit, but you would have made just $1 or two. But your mission is to actually scale up to 10K, right? So what you should do is this: you calculate and you go for the what they claim for the perfect reward, risk to reward ratio, right? You go for the perfect one. That's the one that actually meets to your trading system, right? So you actually go with something like that. Now, after going with something like that, right, you calculate every single stuff and make sure that no matter how, anytime you actually hit profit, it's far more than the amount you actually lost on your trade, because you will still lose, of course. You will still lose, right? You'll still lose. You'll still lose trades. You still take losses and things. So your mission is to make sure that whatever risk management you actually place in, anytime you make profit, it should actually cover for every single losses that you took. Maybe you actually took like two losses on a row. You took the first trade, it was a loss. You took the second, it was a loss. The next take profit should be far higher than the two losses. That way, that was how you scale, and that's how you scale like that. So what you should do is this: let's assume you have $100, right? $100. Now you're having $100. You don't want to risk up to 50% of it, right? That's not a good reward, a risk to reward ratio, right? So you want to risk, let's say like $10 or around that range right now, in such a way that you are risking $10 to make like 30, $40 right now. That's how you go. So that if it hits your take profit, now you're having 140. It hit your stop loss, you're back to 130. It hit your take profit again. Now you have 170, right? So you get it. Now that's how you actually scale up. If you scale up your capital gradually like that, using the right loss sizes, of course, things like that. Before you know, from 100, now you 170, right? You add another 40, that's 210, right? And so you just keep moving like that, right? You just keep moving like that. And before you know what's happening, you've hit $1,000 gradually. Of course, you are taking losses in the process. Remember, right? You're taking losses in the process, but then your profits, they are actually more than your losses. So just like that, you've hit $1,000, and now you can then scale your lot sizes also a bit, right? And just like that, gradually, just like that, gradually, just like that. Before you know what's happening, you've hit your first 10K, guys. You've hit your first 10K gradually, just like that. But then the third stuff, which I actually mentioned, which is actually the time management, right? You should know the time to trade and the time not to trade. Right now, there are actually times when the market is extremely volatile. You don't want to trade at that time, right? You don't want to do that, right? And there are actually times when the market is actually very, very slow. You actually don't want to trade at that time also. Right now, you don't want to trade when the market is very volatile and when it's very slow. Now, you actually want to trade when it's at the middle. That is neither very volatile, is neither too slow. Because if it's very volatile, the market can go against you, right? It might be a buy, but then the news just comes, someone just says something, and boom, it changes against you and you've lost your cash, right? So You don't want to trade during those periods when things are extremely volatile. At least for the now, you don't want to do that, right? You're still trying to scale up to your 10K, so you don't need any hindrance. You want to make sure you do everything completely right. So you do it like that. Now, you don't want to trade when the market is very slow, because when the market is very slow, anything can happen at that time also, just like when it's very fast, right? Because the market structure might want to push up, right? Because these are candlesticks, right? It might want to push up. But then the market is too slow, so it can't push up because there's no enough momentum. So it keeps going down and going up, going down and going up. And before you know what's happening, the overall candlestick structure would have changed and now it's going down, but you are still on the buy. Let's say you took a buy, right? And then you were correct, right? You weren't wrong. You were correct. Based on your trading system, it was supposed to buy. But because the market is extremely slow, the candlestick structures and the chart patterns form something else, right? When it forms something else, it goes against you and boom, it takes you out. And now you feel what you took was wrong. It's not, it wasn't wrong. It was just because the market was too slow. And so it actually changed the market. Like, because the market was slow, the market actually changed in front of you, and so it actually went against you. So you actually want to master these three things that I actually just mentioned, guys. Now, if you should master these three things and you have enough discipline and patience in the market, then you should be able to hit 10K at least. If you're actually just starting, you should be able to hit 10K at least within the next 3 months. Within the next 3 months. And when you actually hit that 10K, guys, remember to actually send me a DM, send me a screenshot of the withdrawal. Or I always love seeing things like that, right? Just send me a screenshot of the withdrawals and things like that. And if you actually have screenshots of some of the trades, just actually send them to me also. I actually love looking at things like that. So it's a bye for me, guys. I'm Mr. P. Peace.